All right, what's up, everyone? Sean here with my buddy Danny.
What's up?
We're finally back together. This is pretty long overdue, so I will apologize on our behalf, but we're finally together. The Oscars and what was it, the Academy Awards have gone by. They said they're best pictures and all that stuff, and so I thought this would be the best time to say what we thought for 2019 for movies. Like, what did you think overall for 2019?
It was a great year for movies.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah,
of
a lot of good movies.
I think literally this was or 19 was the year that I watched the most movies in theaters.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like, I've never gone out to the theater so many times.
Same.
With you, and
it also helps that we had the A-list.
A-list is the MVP. Like, holy shit,
we saved
dude.
So much money.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? Like,
and also having that list, the A-list made me want to go out to the movies, to the theaters and experience movies that I wouldn't really care about if I didn't have it.
Yeah, like especially with the Dolby Cinema and all the nice formats, like IMAX and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
even like some of the smaller movies that came out too, that I really didn't care to see, that aren't like superhero or the big budget movies.
Yeah.
I took the opportunity to use the A-list to go out and see those movies.
Mm-hmm. And in fact, like, there are some movies where we watched it, or we watched it on our own time, like more than once or whatever.
More than once, yeah.
And A-list, like, man, it's just such a great thing.
Yeah.
It's a movie reviewer's best friend, yes, I think.
Definitely.
More and more people should get into it. But anyways, it's not about A-list. This is definitely about our list of the top 10 movies that we watched for 2019. And we'll have honorable mentions in the middle of it. We'll even throw in our personal worst movie of the year right before number one. And yeah, so I think it'll be fun, and hope you guys enjoy it. So I think you should start the list off with your number 10. So what's your number 10?
Okay, so my number 10 is Shazam.
Yeah,
I had such a good time watching this movie.
Yeah.
I've seen it twice, and both times I really enjoyed it. Even more the second time, and I just had a blast with this movie. I really enjoyed the comedy, the characters, the action. It wasn't a perfect movie, but for DC standards, it was really, really good. Like, it's up there for me with the top DC movies.
Okay.
Top, I would say top three, top 3 or 4 movies. So yeah, Shazam's my number 10.
Yeah. When it comes, Shazam, I definitely, pretty much like what you said, like, it was fun, like, it wasn't like taking itself too seriously, and pretty much like to a notable degree, and it just really like played around with like Shazam and all the other characters and stuff, and there are some cool moments too, like especially by the final battle, like well, I guess at this point we can spoil it, so. But before I do that, spoiler warning. All right, so throw it out there for if you haven't seen the movies already. But anyway, when the kids they inherit the powers as well. Like, that was a really cool moment.
Yes.
I don't know I don't know anything about Shazam, and
me either. Yeah,
but I thought that whole thing was cool.
Yeah.
And later on, of course, I looked it up, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, they actually inherit the powers and stuff like that. They become a team and whatever. Yeah. And they all have like their individual sort of like personalities and their powers, like how those powers like fit them and stuff. And yeah, I think that's really cool. I think
awesome. The third act with the whole battle, the kids getting there, the whole comedic timing with Billy, and like you gotta say my name, like, Billy, no, say Shazam,
Shazam, Shazam himself, like the actor, I forget his name, but he's such a great actor, like he's
Zachary Levi,
thank you. He's such a like genuine, like wholesome, like guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
I feel like he's really cool.
Yeah,
and definitely like he reflected as Shazam.
Yeah. It was just having fun with it. It worked. Like he really knew how to act as a teenager. Like
a teenager kid, like, becoming a superhero. Yeah. I think so. It definitely like portrayed Shazam, I think, perfectly.
Yeah.
So that was your number 10.
Yes.
So my number 10, funny enough, is not Shazam, but Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. So I like, okay, as much as people gave it shit, like I was anticipating it. I was excited. Like, it's the final part of the trilogy for this new one, and there were some mixed expectations and stuff like that. But even with that, like I still wanted to go see it really bad, and I think overall it was still like entertaining. I still enjoyed it for what it was. I just wished for more of the things that they presented and stuff, including Palpatine. Like I wish they did more with Palpatine, but it's just kind of like for what it was. But for what he did, like his acting and stuff like that, it's Palpatine. He's back, that sort of thing. I did like what they did with his costume. Like I love the red like thing that he had under the robe and whatever. Yeah. Once he got his powers back, where he like the force suck.
Yeah, the force suck.
Yeah, the suck. That's what I like to call it. He sucked their force powers and he kind of got his body back, sort of like, but he didn't like turn young or anything like that. But anyway, no.
I don't know. Yeah, a lot of things will make sense about it, but it was fun. So yeah.
And then I just wish that they did more with Palpatine, like during the final battle. Like I wish they kind of like did the things Palpatine did in like Revenge of the Sith, or even like with it where like he like throws all those like seats. Remember like when he was fighting Yoda? Like he did a lot of things, and he's like that maniacal villain. Like he's like laughing it up, and he's just like very very diabolical and stuff. So. They didn't want, like, not much happened with this Palpatine. Like he just sat there like in that thing he had on his back, whatever, and then he's gonna shot lightning, and then that's it. I don't know. Like he just threw.
We all know the story of how that ended. We talked about it already.
And then he just blows up or whatever, and then apparently this came out like very like I think today, in fact. One news outlet confirmed or whatever is apparently that it was a clone, like that Palpatine was a clone or something. I guess
they mentioned it like in a book or something.
In a book,
in novelization, but I don't know. I don't read the book, so
me neither.
If it is, then whatever. I don't take Star Wars seriously. I'm not one of those hardcore fans. So I'm a fan, but not that hardcore. So I just watch the movies, and I had fun with it. So I'm happy to hear that you have it in your top 10. So I know a good amount of people have it in their least fucking worst movie list. So
it still had good moments. So
it's overall it's a mess story wise, but it had great effects. I really enjoyed the acting overall. It was just fun overall. So
it was just fun. Me, it's a popcorn flick or whatever, and then it's just
definitely
a
popcorn flick
or a fun movie.
Definitely one of those turn your brain off movies. So it depends how you want to look at it. A lot of people don't like that. So.
There were some missed opportunities also with Palpatine. Like I wish when he did the big lightning thing, he's like unlimited power or some shit. That would have been so. That would have been so good.
That would have been like so corny and cheesy. But that's how he is. Dude. That's prequel Palpatine right there. So. That would have been nice to bring that back.
Such a missed opportunity. I was like, what the? Oh, I even like. Was sort of like kind of anticipating it too, like he's gonna do this big lightning thing. Like, oh shit, he's gonna say it, and then no.
They might as well should have made him say that, because that whole third act was just so out there and not very well put together. They just like you should just embrace that fucking corniness, I guess.
Like you might as well have like Palpatine like fly around and do all this crazy like Dragon Ball Z shit. I don't know.
I mean, they're almost there anyway, so might as well just done it.
Yeah, like I wish like Palpatine threw his like followers at a Rey or whatever. Like I don't know, like they should have done more. I really felt there were a lot of missed opportunities, and they didn't do enough with Palpatine, unfortunately. But for the rest of the film, I still enjoyed it. I'm not a big Star Wars guy like you said. And so I was able to enjoy it for the most part, and I think it's still what I gave it, like a 7 out of 10. It's still a 7 out of 10 for me. So all right. So anyway, that's my number 10. Let's go to number 9.
Okay.
So what's your number 9, my friend?
So my number 9 is I'm kind of surprised it would be so low in my list, but it's 1917.
Oh, okay.
Going into it, I thought I would really enjoy it, like a lot more than I thought. I would like freaking love it. Like I thought it was gonna be my new Dunkirk, because I really love Dunkirk.
Yeah.
And after having watching it, like I still like it. It's still a great movie. But I don't know. It's just for me, it didn't live too much up to the hype. Because it has so much hype around it about like the one continuous shot and all that gimmick. But it was good. It was kind of like lacking in certain aspects, like kind of like the journey, like the I don't know. Like it's the story in a bit. Like it's just a very simple story. About they have to deliver a message to the other side, platoon or squad where the other guy's brother is in, and that's pretty much it. So, but you go through that journey, and it feels like you're with them because it's all in one shot.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I really enjoyed that. To me it's technically in a way technically it's the best movie of the year. Because of all the cinematography is like perfect, the editing, the sound effects, all the technical aspects, it's like 10 out of 10. But just like the story and the way it's told, I guess, it's kind of lacking for me.
It definitely like wasn't. It's definitely not one of those popcorn flicks either. Like it's definitely like a technical piece. Like you would show this in your college class. Like if you're a professor, like this is the movie to show the class.
Or like for film students.
Film students. This is like for people who make movies, who understand how movies like are processed and stuff. Like I can put myself in that situation because I make videos and stuff. To a degree. So I can like put myself in those shoes, and I can appreciate camera work and all that stuff, and so I guess it's like a little more people like me who make stuff, who make videos and all that stuff. But when it comes to like the casual movie goer, it probably won't do much for a lot of people.
Oh, definitely not. So it's also very like it's deliberately slow paced. There's a lot of dialogue heavy, so it's if you're into that, then cool, you'll like it. But if you're not, you might think it's boring. Like it's like there's not a lot of action. But when there is, it's very well done.
Oh yeah.
So there's that. There's certain action scenes that are like fucking like, oh my god, like the score, the music is great. The acting, of course, is great. So a lot of good things about this movie. For a reason, it was nominated for Best Picture, and it won a few awards for the Oscars. But overall, it's my ninth favorite film of the year, and I'm glad to be on the list because we did see a lot of movies, 2019. So I'm glad it's in my top 10 at least.
Yeah. It's I still enjoyed it. It's a nice technical piece, and it's another different sort of movie experience. Yeah, like if you're looking for just something different. I mean, this is one of them. Like, it's a good kind of different for a war movie. Yeah, but don't expect any like big like graphic action like Saving Private Ryan or anything like that. Yeah. Nothing memorable in that department. But when it comes to like you appreciating what they pull off for camera work and stuff like that. And
like, it definitely helped that we saw it in IMAX.
Yeah, the big screen.
The big screen IMAX.
City Walk.
City Walk, So, if I were to give this out of 10 a score, I would give it an 8.5.
Right around there, like I gave it an 8. Yeah. It's a nice 8. Nice solid 8. Yeah.
And, just to mention, I didn't give my score for Shazam, so I would give Shazam an 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So Shazam's an 8, 1917 8.5.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. My number 9 for 2019 is Ford versus Ferrari. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I really liked Christian Bale. He's like I guess he's the bigger highlight, but even like Matt Damon did his part too. Like he was he did good as Carol Shelby and I believe it was Ken Burns that Christian Bale portrayed as, right?
Yes, Ken Burns.
Yeah, Ken Burns. I think the dynamic worked together really well. I really liked the story that was presented, the moments too. I really found I found it funny when it comes to like their fight together. Like they had that fight on the street. Like
Yeah.
and then I think it was like Ken's wife that just like kind of sat there like, all right, just another day.
Or they're just
like,
fucking around.
Yeah, just fucking
like
around.
a playful fight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just they're friends.
Yeah.
Whatever. They just kind of just
Like
find
a
it
lighthearted
out.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah. Just have a little.
Yeah,
heart
they
to
had
heart.
great chemistry. Yeah.
Yeah. The chemistry was definitely there.
Yeah.
The whole like racing thing was actually done well too. Definitely some tension there. So that I think like overall, as a racing movie, as a autobiography sort of thing, like it's a good one.
Yeah.
It definitely had those great. Did that part really well, in my opinion. So if I were to, I think I gave it like a 9 when I reviewed it on my own. I think it still stands. It's still a 9 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything you wanted to add?
Not right now.
No,
We'll
right
get
now?
back to that.
Ah, okay, all right. I get you. All right.
So next.
Next, number 8. So what's your
So my number 8 is Knives Out.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I really enjoyed this movie. Going into it, the previous looked really good, so I really want to watch this, and I had a lot of positive buzz around it. So I went into it with kind of medium expectations, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed the acting of like the ensemble cast of Jamie Lee Curtis, Don Johnson, Daniel Craig, Ana de Armas. Like there's a bunch of people in this movie.
Yeah.
Of course, Chris Evans.
Yes.
This cast was stacked. So they all played a vital role in the story.
Yeah.
And it was just fun trying to figure out what was going on with the murder mystery story. And I had a blast with this.
Yeah, it's definitely like it gave off that Clue sort of vibe.
Yeah,
Like,
and I'm not into those murder mystery movies.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Yeah,
but I watched it. I was like, oh, okay. Like I was curious. Like I wanted to see more. Like I want to see Clue now and like all these other mystery movies.
Yeah. It definitely felt a little more unique on the when it came to murder mysteries.
Yeah,
there was some stuff that I didn't expect.
Definitely one of the better original movies of 2019.
Yeah. I think there's like no. It's not based off a novel or anything. I don't think, right?
It was just inspired by just the previous Clue type movies.
Yeah.
Like Whodunits.
Whodunits. Yeah.
And as much hate as Rian Johnson gets, he really knocked it out of the park with this.
I think he definitely isn't a bad director. I think
not at all. He was very well directed, very well written.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate that I guess just things that didn't work out with Rian Johnson and Star Wars, like something like clashed and it just didn't work out.
Well, it depends on who you're asking, but I get it. I get it.
Yeah. I don't know.
But when he does his own original thing, then he does awesome movies. Like I don't know if you've seen Looper. Like that movie was. I heard great. About it. Yeah, it's a great movie. Definitely check it out.
Okay.
And Star Wars. We all know what we all think about that. And with Knives Out, this is another win for him.
All right. What would you give it?
8.5 out of 10.
Okay. That's a reasonable score.
Yeah.
I think that would be right around there for me too. Yeah. All right. So that was your number 8, was it?
Yeah.
All right. Here comes my number 8. It's actually Detective Pikachu.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Like I'm a big Pokemon fan. It's my favorite gaming franchise of all time right now. Even as we sit here, like it's such a like a classic. It's such a like one of those things that I'm so attached to. Growing up as a kid, coming out in like what 96, 97ish, right? Like it's just one of those things that it just clicked in for me. I love Pokemon ever since, and when this was announced, I was like pretty excited for it. Just to see it. The fact that we're getting. Just to see, like, we're getting live action, video game movies, and then Pokemon, here we are. Pretty good, like cast was pretty, at least decent to say the least. Like there was Watanabe in there. We had Ryan Reynolds voicing Pikachu of all things, right? Like
I didn't think that was gonna work out, but it did. It was nice.
Yeah,
he did a very good job.
Yeah, and then we had Justice Smith. I think he did it well. He did well.
Yeah, he was fine. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with him. Yeah,
no, there was no problems with most of the characters. It was just like otherwise it may come off as like a kind of a run-of-the-mill, like average movie for a number of people, but for the fans, I think people can appreciate it because of the effort they put into the movie. It's pretty faithful to the franchise. It like kind of things stuck for the most part when it comes to like how you compare it with the game and stuff like that. You know, obviously all the important elements were there.
Yeah, they did a really good job with the character models.
Oh yeah, that too. Like
I was really impressed by CGI.
Yeah, like that's one of the key things that you would worry about because, like, you know, especially with like Sonic, the old design in a way, those things could have happened, but it didn't. Like I didn't feel like maybe there was like one moment that was like kind of creeped out, and that was when Ditto transformed into like one of the human characters.
Oh yeah,
and then they had like, and then like he had like the James and Giant Peach sort of eyes. It's so freaky.
That was freaky.
Yeah, that was freaky, but otherwise, everything else like Bulbasaur, like even Gengar, Jigglypuff, like those came out great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I were to give it a rating, it's right around this. It'd still be right around a 7. You know, like it still did well. It could have been. There could have been more room for improvement, obviously, but it's their first one, and maybe hopefully the next time they do more Detective Pikachu, because there is a sequel to the game.
Yeah, I hope for a sequel.
Yeah, hope for a sequel. Yeah, I look forward to it, and hopefully they can even improve upon it more. So I look forward to it.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Detective Pikachu too. Well, just spoiler, it's not in my top 10, but it's I enjoyed it more than I thought it would. Then I thought it was better than it should have been, because it's a video game movie, so usually they'll come out like shit. But they did a really good job with this, and I was really satisfied with how it came out.
Yeah, this is definitely the movie like people shouldn't forget.
Like it had no right to be that good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This should be the movie that precedes good video game movie, because people right now like think it's Sonic the Hedgehog, but for some reason people aren't bringing up Detective Pikachu. I was like, that was the first one that was good. Unless you count, unless you count like Mortal Kombat or something.
People, I understand people like or even love Mortal Kombat. They love it, but the thing is, it's a really shitty movie. Like, admit it, it's not a well-made movie. Like, there are fans out there that like Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and the prequels, but they're not very well-made movies. But that's fine. You could be a fan of those movies. But you can't deny that it's shit. Shitty acting, shitty fucking CGI. With Mortal Kombat. So it's bad. But with Detective Pikachu, everything, like, it wasn't perfect, but it was very well made. Like, much better made than Mortal Kombat. That's for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully, more video game movies can come out and be good. I definitely look forward to like the Mario movie it's pretty much gonna happen, of course.
At least that won't go live action. So
it's CGI, all CGI, I believe, right?
So that's good.
Yeah, by elimination, but we'll definitely see how that turns out. I think the quality will be there, but it's just a matter of like the story and
the writing and stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, it's great to see movies like that becoming good.
For sure.
So +1 for the video game franchise. All right, so we're gonna go into number 7 now. What is your number 7, my friend?
Okay, so my number 7. I don't think you saw this one, but my number 7 is Rocket Man.
Ooh, okay.
The Elton John biopic / musical.
Okay.
And me personally, I'm not a huge fan of musicals at all. But this one, going into it, I'm a big Elton John fan, so I really want to see this movie. So, going into it, I was pretty excited. I went with my mom because she's a big Elton John fan. We saw it together, and it's so good. Like, it's entertaining. It's pretty crazy to see his life story being told with the musical numbers. Because it's like 85% like just musical numbers.
Yeah.
So, but me being an Elton John fan, I really enjoyed the songs that were in the movie, and the actor's name is Taron Edgar, something like that. He did great. I think, I'm not sure if he was nominated for an Oscar. I think he was.
I think it was there were some nominations for movies, so I'm sure.
Yeah, one of them I think he was nominated for an Oscar, which is great. If Joaquin Phoenix didn't win Oscars, then he would have been my second choice. Because he did so good being Elton.
Yeah.
It was him singing. Unlike Bohemian Rhapsody, which came out the previous year.
Yeah.
That wasn't him singing as much as Rami Malek did a good job acting him. He didn't sing at least most of the songs.
I see.
But this guy, Taron, he sang like 100% the songs, and he made it his own. So it was a nice way to pay homage or tribute to Elton, and I really enjoyed it. It's great choreography, nice dance sequences, and it's great. My mom enjoyed it and had fun with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, how would you? I guess like I know these are like kind of different things, but how would you compare it to say like the Ray Charles movie? It was just called Ray, right?
Ray, yeah.
How would you like compare it in terms of like how faithful it was with Ray Charles, or how faithful with Elton John is, or just like which one did you enjoy more?
I don't know, it depends, because Ray is more of a drama.
Yeah.
It's not a musical at all. It's all dramatic. So it depends on what kind of mood you're in. If you want like some sort of like grounded drama piece, like realistic, then Ray would be the better option.
Yeah.
But if you want something fun that's also dramatic and has like some really fucked up moments, like with drugs and sex and shit, then Rocket Man is your movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's rated R. It definitely deserves, it earns that R rating with all the sex and drugs that's in it. It's not violent or anything, but it's a lot of fucked up shit there.
Right.
But yeah, I mean they're both great. I definitely prefer Rocket Man over Bohemian Rhapsody. As much as I like Queen. I do like Bohemian Rhapsody, but I think Rocket Man is better because of the performances and how the story is told. It's very unique, the way that they tell a story in Rocket Man with songs and dance. But yeah, the Rocket Man, for me, it's great. One of my top movies. Give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Nice. All right. So that was your number 7, yes?
7.
Yeah. So my number 7 is John Wick 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I really like this one for just the action alone. Of course, Keanu Reeves. Like you can't go wrong with him. He's been like doing pretty well for himself. Seems like ever since the whole John Wick thing. Like I think it really revived his shine, his star.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like when the last E3, he just came out of nowhere, like what the hell, like, and he's playing Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk, like what?
He's making a comeback, man.
Yeah, he's making a comeback, dude.
He's gonna be in John Wick 4.
Yeah.
And The Matrix 4. They're coming out the same day apparently.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And this year is fucking Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, yeah.
Shit, dude, he's having a ball, man.
I know. And even like in like he's making a lot of appearances and other things.
Like SpongeBob.
Like SpongeBob, yeah. Like what? Gosh, like everyone loves him, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him now.
He's all over the place now, yeah.
Like even before, like there was some love for him, like he's like in the meme, like
memes,
being sad, like, whatever.
With the sandwich,
but now, like people love him more than ever, like even for the right reasons.
Oh yeah.
Thanks to this series, and this series, I think with each other movie, like it definitely like brings it up, amps it up quite a bit. And the third one, like especially with the opening act of the third one, like oh my god, dude, like the action was just great. I super enjoyed
the
it.
first act, I really enjoyed the movie. The first act, how it starts, is just like fucking brutal, like action sequences. Once it gets to the second, it starts to slow down.
It does, yeah.
But when the action starts to rev up again, it goes like balls out with the fucking violence.
Yeah, and then even like they feature like the dogs and the horses and stuff. Like it definitely uses more of like the environment this time around too. It seemed like, so I definitely enjoyed it. Like it definitely a little felt more like Jackie Chan, but like a little more on the serious side, of course, like gritty side and everything.
Yeah.
But, so I look forward to more John Wick stuff, and obviously Keanu plays a big part of the production. Like he definitely like puts effort into the stunts and all the like the physical stuff, like the combat and all that stuff. He goes through the training and he like really immerses himself with like being holding the gun and all that stuff. Like him being a hitman or whatever, like or assassin. Like it's great. Like just love. I can like see the effort and stuff that they put into stunt work and all this like the all the martial arts stuff and combat and everything. The story is like, more or less like, okay, it's all right, but you're definitely there for the action. It's one of these movies that you're definitely there for the action.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So as an action movie, I would still like give this like an 8 out of 10 or whatever, like 8.5 even. Like it's kind of like almost like even like to like a 9, but again, like I still look forward to it. I want to definitely catch more John Wick stuff and. Can't go wrong with Keanu Reeves, man.
As long as they have the same director, the same people, pretty much.
As long as it's consistent.
I'm ready for John Wick 4. Yeah.
Yeah, he even says like there's no like end to it apparently. Like, as long as he wants to keep doing it, he'll just keep doing it, whatever. Yeah. Like, all right, man.
I'm down with that.
I'm down with it. Yeah.
As long as they keep it fresh somehow.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Yeah.
So definitely look forward to it. Yeah. So. All right. So unless you have any more to add, we can go into number 6.
Yeah, no. I just real quick say, it's not in my top 10, but I really enjoy John Wick 4, John Wick 3, and we're looking forward to John Wick 4. The only thing that I kind of didn't like about it was the very end.
Oh yeah.
When spoiler alert, he jumps out of the building, jumps down, and he's still like running and shit. Like he just felt like fucking like 30 stories. And
right. There are plenty of like dumb moments and stuff like that, but it's a movie or whatever.
But they gotta keep it going. They gotta make keep them alive. And to make John Wick 4 or 5, whatever. So, I was like, all right, fine, whatever. It's just a movie. So.
I will say that I thought this was going to be the last movie.
I thought so too.
Yeah, but I guess not. So there's going to be John Wick 4, and as long as he wants to keep doing it, 5, 6, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yep. Still look forward to it.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to go into number 6 now. So what's number 6?
So my number 6 is Uncut Gems.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, dude, this movie was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Just a fucking like such like anxiety-inducing, like crazy movie, dude. I don't know how to explain, but it's just like there's never a dull moment in this movie. Never. It's just like always constant. Like something's always going on in this movie, and definitely the best part about this movie is Adam Sandler.
Of course,
the acting, dude. Oh my god, this guy has acting chops, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I've seen a couple of dramatic parts before, but this one he definitely got snubbed as an Oscar, dude, from the Oscars. Yeah. He if he was nominated, I would prefer him over Joaquin Phoenix.
Ooh.
I know, hot take, but
okay.
I really wanted Adam Sandler to take the Oscar. He definitely deserved the Oscar for this one.
Yeah. I get you.
I don't know. Yeah, they're like neck and neck between Sandler and Phoenix, but man, he was great in this movie.
Oh yeah.
And the whole story, how it all unfolds. The third act, the ending is just like, oh my god, dude! Like how it all ended.
Gosh.
Shit, dude! Like, we got a big reaction for this movie, in the theater.
Yeah.
Like
it was such a shocker. Like, what the hell is going on?
Out of nowhere, dude.
Yeah. Like it's like you said, it's such a like anxiety sort of a roller coaster ride. Really like plays up the whole like gambling addiction. Yeah. And it's
so fucked up. Like there's people out there that are like this.
They're like this.
Like they're getting loans to pay other loans, and they're borrowing more money and shit. Like what?
Yeah. He just wants to keep going.
Keep going, dude.
Yeah. He just wanted to make more bets upon more bets, and it's just it's so crazy.
Yeah,
and I think it really wrapped up well. Like, but as crazy as it was, and obviously, Adam Sandler was great. He's definitely has what it takes to be a great actor. Like, even though he did all those like shitty comedies or whatever. Like,
whatever that I take. I put that to the side.
Yeah.
I didn't see. I haven't seen a lot of his comedies since like fucking Click.
Oh yeah.
So but he was great in this movie. Like he definitely deserved to be nominated.
It's also like pretty random about having what was that basketball player's name?
Kevin Garnett.
Garnett. Like
I was surprised by what he did. He did pretty good.
He did pretty good. Yeah. He's not an actor.
Being a non-actor.
Yeah. Like he definitely played up like naturally as like himself in this sort of situation.
Yeah.
With Sandler's character, so and everyone else like all the other like actors definitely like deserve some credit too. Like There was that one actress that apparently like this is
her very first movie.
role,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
her first major role, and
Yeah.
like but before she was an adult movie star or whatever, like
uh-huh.
or
like a stripper or something.
stripper or something like that, exotic dancer, whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And she definitely showed off her acting chops too. Yeah, great.
Mm-hmm. They're all the acting was top notch here.
Mm-hmm. Like all the situations, stuff like that. It was well done. And
very well directed, well written, well edited, well shot. Cinematography is great.
I thought it was so like anxiety inducing that like I thought this movie was like pretty long, but it was like shorter than it was. Like, I remember telling you and Adam like. I was like, dude, how long was this movie? Like, holy shit, it felt really long.
It went by quick, dude.
Yeah, but it actually went by quick.
Yeah, it was like a little over 2 hours, but it went by quick.
Yeah.
I felt like an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. But for me, like it was like so much has happened. Like it felt long. Yeah, but it was just like
but a lot of stuff was going on, so you just like hooked into it. Like wondering what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. So it's definitely one of those like different movies, like especially with all the other movies that we watched. Like this is. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like a big budget, superhero movie. It's like more like self-contained, small budget kind of movie.
But
like more character driven.
Very grounded.
Yeah, very grounded. Yeah, which I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Uncut Gems, man. It definitely, it's safe to say that we both recommend for you guys to watch it.
The hardcore recommend. Yeah. Definitely hardcore recommend.
Mm-hmm.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend it to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was your number 6, right?
Yes.
So, yep. All right, here comes my number 6. It's like completely in a different end of it. It's Toy Story 4.
Nice, dude. That's why. That's cool that we get to discuss movies and we compare each other's lists. It's like so different. Yeah.
It's so different. Yeah. Like, we don't have the same movie like in the same whatever. Like, it's just like it's such a different clash. But with Toy Story 4, like even though I did question what was going on with like Woody and stuff like that, and how I forget her name now, like the girl
his owner
is his new owner.
Oh yeah, Bonnie.
Thank you. Bonnie, like the stuff that she does to Woody, it's like, I guess it sucks, but I guess it's natural because like if you want to think about it like this way, like kids do that, like they they just move on to the next favorite toy or whatever.
Yeah,
like it's
because she didn't really grow up with Woody, like she didn't know him like as much as Andy would appreciate Woody.
Yeah,
she's younger, so she's gonna be like, I want to play with that. I want to play with that now. So, to me, it made sense that she would want to move on to other toys.
Yeah, as much as it sucks, but
as much as it sucks because Andy did. She did promise Andy that she would take care of Woody, but in this movie she's like, I want that spork now. So
like she likes Buzz more or something like that, I think, or the spork, the spork,
new friend, which Woody made. Woody was the one that helped make that. So.
Exactly. But I did like I get what's his name, like Sporky or something like
Sporky,
Forky, I think,
Forky.
Yeah, I like that new character. He was really funny. I thought he was gonna be stupid, but he was great. He was such a great character.
Yeah.
I love the technical quality, like the CGI,
the best Pixar movie.
Oh my god,
ever made so far. Yeah,
it's so
good. Gorgeous. Yeah.
So gorgeous. Like the colors.
That whole opening scene with the rain. Oh my god, dude.
Oh god.
Wow.
And RC. Oh, it's RC, dude. Like, that was my favorite toy. Toy Story. And then I was like, they
brought him back.
Oh, I know, right? And then they put him in there. He's the one who had to be rescued and stuff. Like he was almost in danger. Like, oh no. Is that how they lost RC? Yeah, I was that whole thing was great just because it's tugging on my strings personally because I love RC.
Yes.
But anyway, the rest of the movie was great. Like I love the moments, the action. Of course, Keanu Reeves was also a great part. He missed
Duke Kaboom.
Duke Kaboom.
I'm gonna say Duke Nukem, but Duke Kaboom.
Yeah, Duke Kaboom. I think he was like the Canadian stuntman or some shit like that.
Yep.
The
Canadian Evil Knievel.
Yeah. Canadian Evil Knievel. He was great. Like that was definitely where you get to see Keanu in a different light because he's usually pretty serious or kind of a little more grounded, but he's more out there comic-esque or cartoony sort of character,
like Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, more of that too. But he definitely plays up the nice cool stuntman sort of character. Everyone, like all the other characters were just were great.
Yeah, Bo Peep, she was
Bo
good.
Peep.
It was nice having her back.
They definitely kind of did play up the whole like strong female sort of character too, but that didn't like bother me as much.
Either,
yeah, like even though people brought it up like in that sense, but whatever.
Yeah, no, it didn't do anything to me. So.
Yeah. But anyways, that movie is still like a solid like 9 or 9.5 out of 10. Like it's such a great movie, even though like they kind of treat Woody like shit like earlier on, like, but I'm kind of happy with what where Woody is winding up, and if they're gonna do more, then I definitely would like to see it, as much as I wanted number 3 to be like the last movie, but it's still great though. I'm glad to see it. A lot of touchy moments, great moments, and I just really appreciate it.
Yeah,
so
it's great. It didn't make it in my top 10, but it's up there. It's good. It's definitely in my top 15. But yeah, it's I think I ranked it my second favorite Toy Story. Second or third. But yeah, it's great. I watched it twice and enjoyed it both times. I didn't have any issues with it. Like it's solid like 9.5 for me. Pixar, I'm just a sucker for Pixar movies. Even their worst ones I somewhat enjoy. So, this one is definitely one of their better movies. And yeah, you said everything already. So, yeah, it's a good good choice to be in your top 5.
Great Pixar film. Like it's such a great series, and I still love Toy Story. It's definitely my favorite Pixar series. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Still going strong. So yeah, I'll definitely look for more to that. So we're pretty much in the middle point of things. So I think it's time to bring up our honorable mentions. So let's see what you got for honorable mentions.
Okay, so honorable mention is Toy Story 4, which we talked about. Okay. Another honorable mention would be The Irishman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a very long movie. It's a long boy, but I really enjoyed the story. The acting was great. Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Al Pacino, of course. They all did great. Directed by Martin Scorsese, very well directed. But yeah, it does feel long after a while. After a halfway point, it's like, oh shit, it's got another like an hour and a half to go.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours to go. But to me, I was engaged the whole time. I managed to see it in one sitting. So to me, it was great. Another mention, Marriage Story. To me, that was probably the best acted movie of 2019. Very, very dramatic, very, very realistic, very brutal with how it's portraying. Not brutal as in violent, of course, but just how they're emotionally brutal with how realistic it is. Especially if you're going through like a divorce. Or like if you're married and you have, or not even if you're married, but if you have like a significant other and you have problems with them, it just gets you. You feel what they're going through with all the divorce paperwork, the court and all that, and just the emotion and shit, the raw emotion. Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson did phenomenal. Laura Dern, she deserved her Oscar. Great supporting actress, but yeah, great movie. Give that one like an 8.5 out of 10. Irishman, I gave it like an 8. My next one, kind of surprised it. I was trying to look for a spot to put this in my top 10, but I couldn't. Yeah. But it doesn't mean I don't like it or anything. It just means that I like these other movies more. Yeah. But kind of heartbreaking to mention Rise of Skywalker as an honorable mention. Oh, it is in my top 15. It is in my top 15. Yeah. But I just liked other movies more than this one, even though I had fun with this one. Yeah. But it did have a good amount of problems, which we already talked about, so I'm not going to go over that again. And my last honorable mention is It Chapter 2. Okay. I know there's a lot of people that really didn't like this one. Yeah. I liked it though. I had fun with it. It did feel kind of long. I definitely prefer the first one more. But this one was good. I'm not a big fan of horror. but it did get me quite a few times with the jump scares, and the ending was just like what the fuck. But But everything else, with like the story with like the grown-ups and all that, I was entertained. Like I was always wondering like what's gonna happen, what they're gonna do. So that got me engaged. That one I would give like a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it for your honorable mentions?
Yes.
All right. So here comes mine. You may be a little shocked on this one, and you'll be like, "Oh, I remember this one." But Battle Angel Alita.
Yeah, of course I remember that one. Yeah.
Damn. They didn't quite make it up there just because there were some problems. As much as the quality was there and all that stuff, like the CGI effects was really really good.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't like exactly directed by Cameron, but I guess it's still a Cameron film.
He produced it, no?
He produced it, I think. Yeah,
I think he wrote some of it.
He wrote some of it. He still had a hand in it, but it wasn't like him actually being the director for it. So
it's like him in Dark Fate. So
yeah, I think yeah, pretty much. But I still liked it for what it was. I still enjoyed it enough, and for a movie that was translated from manga series, I think it did well. It wasn't complete crap or anything like that, but there were some areas where I did question it, and it was just kind of just like, really, this is kind of how you're gonna play it out? But okay. But otherwise I enjoyed it for what it was, and I'd still give it like a 7 out of 10. Really, the quality was there. Like for the most part, it held itself together, well enough. I would like to see more of it. There's definitely more to this story, so hopefully they can come around and do it again.
Yeah, I'm down for a sequel. It didn't make my list, but I thought it was great. Also for me, like solid 7 out of 10. I thought it was pretty entertaining. Just like. I just thought it wasn't anything special.
Yeah.
But, I'd be down for a sequel. Like, the way it ended, it's setting up for a sequel. So,
definitely.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I mean, we can't forget Christoph Waltz did a good job with his character. And funny enough, if you actually look into the manga of what his character is supposed to be, like his face and stuff like that, it actually fits. He actually has his nose looks familiar, similar, not familiar, similar. And then Waltz has that chin, like the jawline that kind of matches with the original character or whatever, and. Obviously the manga character, or the manga version is more exaggerated. It's a fucking it's cartoony, but whatever. Yeah. But it's they picked him perfectly because his face, but not only that, but I think he portrayed a character well enough. So it definitely worked. Hopefully we can see more of him, I guess. But yeah, I just want to see what else is in store for Alita. Yeah. So yeah. Next one I wanted to bring up is also It Chapter 2. Didn't quite make it on the list just because, the rest of it was good, but kind of fell apart by the end of it. It was just, really... I know it's from, an old... I know it's from an old story from, the 80s or something like that, right?
Yeah, the book came out in the 80s.
In the 80s, yeah. So, they I guess in a way that it is faithful to the story, but I don't know... even with that, though, the way it came out, it's still, I don't know. I didn't I still don't agree with it, but at least for the fans, I guess they can enjoy it. I guess if you're a hardcore Stephen King fan or whatever.
Okay, yeah. I'm not a hardcore fan, but I still enjoy the movie.
Yeah. I mean, I still enjoy the rest of the movie too. I like the cast. They did their
the adult cast. Yeah,
the adult cast.
Yeah. Especially adult Eddie. Yeah.
Adult Eddie, yeah.
The perfect choice for him.
Even Bill Hader, did his
Bill Hader, he was definitely the best of the adults,
Yeah. They were definitely the best parts of the movie.
Yeah, him and Eddie, yeah.
So, but I love the sequences, the monster sort of designs, or the moments with Pennywise and stuff like that. Good moments with their fears and stuff like that. Just, really good to see. It wasn't scary. There's a lot more the more typical jump scares.
Yeah, just jump scares. It's not like like psychologically scary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are some parts, but for the most part, it's just jump scare
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like as much tension as the first one.
Yeah.
The first one I was like, oh my god. This one is like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely more of that, but even despite that, though, I think I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
For a horror themed movie.
Yeah.
And Pennywise, gotta love him. It's Pennywise.
Yeah.
So, I believe this is the final, supposed to be the final chapter, right?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. There's no more.
Done.
Yeah, we're done with that story. So, it ended on a more on a positive note, I guess.
For me, it was positive. It was fine. Well, the ending itself, overall, the ending is like, oh my god, oh my god, no.
It's
weird.
stupid, but
it's stupid, really stupid. But
it's stupid, but I apparently that's how it is with.
Apparently, that's how it is. But at least it's a lot better than the '90s version. Than the TV version.
Yeah.
That was god awful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They didn't touch upon the whole the turtle god thing.
That was kind of disappointing.
But I guess it just didn't have enough time for it, or it would have been a third movie, like chapter 2 part 2 or something. But they did reference on it with the random turtle in the middle of the movie, and so I guess that was their way of saying, we acknowledge at least this character or whatever.
Yeah, I was kind of intrigued with the backstory, how it got there with the Indians and all that. How they got the ritual of Chud and all that. Mm-hmm. So that was interesting. I was like, oh wow, cool.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, though, it because of some of the questionable things, it didn't quite make it in there. It was actually in my list, but some other movies knocked it out. So
that's how I was with Rise Skywalker. It was on my list too, but just.
And notice, with Skywalker,
it started going down. Though.
Yeah. Same with mine. It's right at the bottom of number 10. So it barely hung on to it. Yeah, barely hung on to it.
It was in my top. I think my definite the highest I had it ranked was 8. Mm-hmm. So it was gonna be there. It's going down 1. Mm-hmm. Oh fuck.
Mm-hmm. All right. So next honorable mention, I did want to bring up this one. It's Lighthouse.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about that too, but I'm kind of surprised that was on your
honorable mention. I was thoroughly entertained, Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe. They were just oh man, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It definitely built up this it was one of those movies where it definitely builds up the insanity and stuff like that, the anxiety and the whole cabin fever sort of vibe. It's definitely one of those weird movies too, and shot in black and white, or it's purposely black and white to kind of give off that mood. Mm-hmm. There are some weird imagery and it's subliminal images sort of thing going on, with the whole seagull thing, and there was that one point, oh man, that poor seagull dude.
Yeah.
Oh, but it kind of comes back and it definitely leaves on a very interesting note. Let's just say the least.
Yeah, definitely. To me personally, I think that movie it got a lot of hype, a lot of talk going into it. That's why I really wanted to go see it. But ultimately, I came out disappointed. I expected something crazy, but something that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But this one didn't make no sense at all. Mm-hmm. It was just what the fuck is going on? And I thought it was. It was very well made, very well shot and everything.
Yeah,
the atmosphere is haunting. I would have put it in my honorable mentions, but I guess right now it would be an honorable mention. But it's just a movie that I don't know. It's just too weird for me to recommend.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I just wanted something that meant a little bit. That had kind of a better story or something.
It definitely shows that Robert Pattinson isn't a completely shitty actor. So
the acting was great.
Yeah, the acting was great. If you love Willem Dafoe, that alone, I think you should go see it because he's such a highlight in the film.
Yeah, I think he got snubbed for an Oscar. He didn't even get nominated.
No, right? I don't think so.
Yeah, he should have got nominated. He was great. Yeah,
I don't think he got anything out of it, but it's still a great film. For what it is, if you're into those indie films, it's. Oh yeah,
if you're into that,
yeah, it's definitely one of high up.
It's definitely I would recommend if you're into art house movies.
Yes.
It's definitely one of the better art housey,
Mm-hmm.
like kind of like low key kind of movies. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. Not many people were in the theater when we watched it.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was some entertaining moments about it, but overall I just thought it was weird. Like what the fuck? At least the ending. I was like, wait, what? But you know, it wasn't. I didn't hate it or anything. I was just like, all right. I didn't really want to like go see it again. So.
All right. Sorry. Did you want to say?
Oh yeah, no, that's good. Yeah,
You're good.
you're good.
Okay. So next one I have is Knives Out for honorable mention. I don't know. Like this one. It's not saying it's bad or anything. It's just like the moments that the other movies I have on my list, like they stick in my head more. You know, they weren't like in Knives Out. There weren't like really like cool moments, but there are some like nice twists to it, if that makes sense. Like, like there's not like a scene that really like sticks to me or anything like that. But I still like the whole like what's up?
The donut hole.
Oh god.
Can't forget that.
Oh man. Now like or like the or the whole like vomiting thing was funny.
Yeah.
Like yeah. And it was definitely clever. I'll acknowledge that. It's just like there just weren't any moments that like really stuck to me or anything like that. Even like there, in Star Wars, there's moments that stuck to me.
Oh yeah.
Especially with Palpatine, but
yeah.
Knives Out, still a good movie. Still was well made for murder mystery and stuff like that. Great casting, all that. But it's just one of those movies where it just doesn't have something that sticks to me. So that's why it didn't quite make it on the list. So, but it's still a great movie. So I definitely think that an honorable mention is deserved for this. So. Really shows that Rian Johnson, he's a credible director.
He knows how to make movies.
He knows how to make movies. Yeah, it's just unfortunate circumstances with Star Wars. So I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just my feelings on Knives Out. I do have another one. It's Terminator: Dark Fate. So.
I should have been in my mention too. I enjoyed that. I had fun with it.
I had fun with it. There are a lot of fans that are like, "Oh my god, no, this is not how it should happen."
But I didn't care for that. I was like, they did. I was like, oh wow, they actually fucking did it. But I didn't hate or anything. I was just like, oh wow. I was just like, I was more shocked.
Now, and I love the whole part with Arnold. Like, it's so like great. It was such an interesting take on a different like T800. And him wearing shorts and everything.
Oh yeah,
with Arnold with shorts, it's so weird. Yeah. I even said like in the theater, kind of like out loud, like, what the fuck is with shorts? It's so weird. Yeah, so I got a good kick out of that moment, and like just the whole thing with Arnold, like was great. But the whole female casting thing, like again, like doesn't bother me a whole lot.
Same.
I think they did the part just fine, and like. What do you call it? Like the big thing that they did with the lore or whatever is just like, all right, well, that happens, like because of, things update, like, with Skynet, this gets replaced with something else or like, this gets replaced with, this and that.
The whole time travel thing, it can fuck everything else.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Anything can
They can
happen.
change they can go from robots to fucking aliens and then like it would like, it would be so drastically different, but it would just go with it. Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, that's
just go out there.
Travel, yeah. Like, yeah, because like they say like, they only send one T800 back, but now all of a sudden they send multiple T800.
Yeah, they can just change whatever.
They can change whatever. Yeah. So like, they just can like fuck around with the story all you want.
Yeah.
Because it's the time travel because it's not completely like proven or anything like that, so you just fuck around with it, for when it comes to movies.
Next thing you know, it's not gonna be, the girl that's gonna be the new John Connor. It's gonna be like another fucking guy.
Exactly,
and then there's gonna be another girl. They're like, oh no, she wasn't meant to be. It's this guy. Oh no, he wasn't meant to be the savior. It's gonna be this guy now or this girl. So anything can change in the future.
Exactly, yeah. That's just time travel for you. So they just change it up anytime they want. That's just the beauty of Terminator. They can just do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, and it's got the approval from Cameron himself, so, what's there to complain?
I guess so.
He's the one that wanted to do the big change in the beginning, so, by, offing him, so.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that whole thing was shot really well, too. Like, the whole effect and everything. I was like, what the hell? Like, it definitely, like, brought up the whole like nostalgia thing for me too.
Yeah.
Like, being a kid in the '90s, man, seeing that.
You did so well, dude.
Yeah, it's so well done.
Yeah, very well done.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Anyway, like I still enjoy it for what it was. The whole was it the T-1000, like
the T-1000
because he's Mexican or Hispanic, so he like people like to call him the T-1000. He was like he was kind of cool. I like the idea of like the how what they did with him, like he has like two separate like clones or whatever, like the machine, he had the machine and he had the nano machine one, and it was kind of cool. I did like it for what it was, and of course the female like cyborg or whatever, I forget her name, like it was like Hope or something, like
Grace,
excuse me. Grace, I actually really liked her character.
She was cool.
She was
well
cool.
acted.
And of course can't go wrong with Sarah Connor, like oh man, like she did great. I love the whole like the thing with like the potato chip bag, and that whole segment was really funny. I really liked it.
Overall this movie got a lot of hate, but I enjoyed it as much as you did. Great action, interesting story. Didn't have any problem with any of the changes or anything. I wasn't offended or anything. So it was cool. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Yep. This one still like got a 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, like a 7.5 for me.
That's all a 7 from me. All right. I think this is. Oh no, I still have 2 more. So sorry. All right. So the next one is Uncut Gems. So kind of already said what I needed to say for Uncut Gems. Really enjoyed it, but it just. It's very anxiety inducing, and there was a lot of shocking moments, but there are other movies that I really wanted to have on the list, so that's why it kind of fell off, unfortunately. So it was kind of hard. This is a hard list.
It is.
Let me make that clear.
Very
hard. It was
hard.
really hard. There's a lot of knocking off going on, man.
And I was like, switch around. Wait, no, I like one more. So it's like, it's difficult.
It's very difficult. Next one or last one for honorable mentions is 1917. It's like I said, it's a technical masterpiece. You can show it to your college students for film class or whatever, to appreciate how things are done, and techniques and all that stuff. It's really neat study piece, I guess you can say. And like I said, like there wasn't really like a whole lot of like memorable action moments, but whatever happened on the screen is like, whoa, okay, there's some tension going on, but not. It's just a little underwhelming on the action, I guess you can say. But there's just a lot of like character moments, and even like early on, there's something happens to another character and stuff like that, and but it's still. A pretty good war movie. It's just there are still,
when it comes to war movies, it's definitely up there.
It's still up there. I mean, World War One is definitely like underexplored, so I think they should definitely make at least open up more to that. To that era.
Definitely the best World War One movie.
Yeah, I guess you can say.
It's like not saying much.
Yeah.
But when it comes to war movies in general, like especially World War One, World War Two, like it's up there with Dunkirk and Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah. But there are movies like Fury and stuff like that. But,
of course, Fury.
Oh, man,
great.
Great movie. But anyway, 1917, it gets a solid 8 out of 10. Just nice, respectable 8. I do have a little different part of the segment, and I do want to bring up just movies just for the sake of like remembering them for 2019. I'll just go over them real quick here. So, do you remember watching Us?
Of course, yeah. I liked it. That would be like an honorable mention.
honorable mention. Right.
It was the first 2 acts I was enjoying it until I got to the 3rd act when they started over-explaining everything. And just like certain things didn't make sense. So I was like, oh.
It kind of wound up, like tying his own shoelace, like and tripping over. Oh fuck.
But overall it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I had fun with it.
Yeah. And then there's Ad Astra.
yeah, that's another interesting, great character piece. Very
Slow
very
burn.
slow though.
Yes.
I can see people falling asleep. In this movie. It even feels slow. Like you're watching it, it feels like you're in Jello. Like,
Yeah, you're in
it's
Jello.
just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like
There's
it's
some-
crazy. Yeah.
There's some like thriller moments with like the monk, I think chimpanzee or something.
yeah,
The
or
chimpanzee,
baboon or whatever. Yeah.
baboon or something like that. Yeah. Some of the smaller apes or monkeys or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say for 1917. Like I was to be honest, like I was starting to feel like that food coma we had
Oh yeah.
until the
No, that was
dynamite.
that was it. Was it 1917?
It was 1917.
Or Knives Out.
No, it was 1917.
Oh, okay.
No, it also happened with Knives Out.
And it also happened Knives Out.
Yeah, right in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I got the second win. But
Oh, okay,
but
yeah.
for 1917,
Oh, I didn't realize because I was sitting next to you. I was sitting next to Adam.
Adam, yeah.
Yeah.
But 1917, I was starting to feel it, right? But
Yeah.
then there
There was the part with the dynamite. Yeah,
dynamite.
That shit got me. They're like, oh no,
shit. They probably put that on purpose, just
Yeah,
like,
because it was during the part where like the rat was coming out. They're like focusing on the rat. And then all of a sudden it goes like,
yeah. Yeah, that was.
yeah, that woke me up too. Like, oh, okay. I was already awake too. I was like, oh shit, I was even more awake. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So Ad Astra was like, I started to definitely feel that too, but the whole like Jello thing, and, but it definitely like it definitely does put you in like that situation.
It did a
where-
very good job putting you into that how it space feels. And,
space feels like you're like alone, or just
Yeah.
it's just like, oh man, like you're this far away from Earth and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, damn, dude, like what would it be
Yeah,
like?
I like that movie a lot more than other people did.
Mhm.
You know, I think Adam really enjoyed that one too. That one I would give like an 8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Brad Pitt did it.
It's not for everyone though. Yeah, definitely not for everyone.
Yeah, I mean you can't go wrong with Brad Pitt and Tommy Lee Jones, man.
Yeah, no, yeah. Brad Pitt, he was great in it. Very well acted.
Mm-hmm. That one I would give it a 7 out of 10. It's a nice slow burn movie, but not for everyone. I can't.
You gotta be in the
recommend
mood.
it. You gotta be definitely in the mood. Mhm.
Yeah.
You gotta be in the right mood for it.
Yeah.
All right. The last one for do you remember this is Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah. Honorable mention for
Yeah.
me it would be Spider-Man and Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
You know, they're both like solid 7 out of 10 movies that you know that are good. They're fine, but nothing special.
Nothing special.
Yeah.
When it comes to Far From Home, I really like Mysterio. I really liked how they played up Mysterio, where from one place to the other. Like I like how they kind of just made that climax of the turn. Really like that. Just his overall character. Like it was just like, oh man, they really played up Mysterio. Really.
Oh yeah.
And like the whole hologram / CGI thing. Like it was. I was like, what the fuck's going on, dude? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, that one's also a 7 out of 10. Like, it
was cool. It had some really cool moments, but overall, it's like I didn't really need it. Like, alright. Like it was an okay epilogue for like after what happened in Endgame.
Yeah,
but it was just something that it was fun, but nothing special.
Yeah, it's just
I prefer Homecoming over Far From Home.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
But it still isn't bad. It's just kind of just like whatever.
Yeah.
When it comes, if you're comparing it to other Marvel movies as well.
Yeah, I think what took off some point for me is also having him not being in New York and having him abroad in Europe. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man is supposed to be in New York. Mm-hmm. New York is his his place, his hood.
Yeah.
But it is called Far From Home. I guess they base it off a comic, whatever. So it is what it is.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for that segment. Let's keep going.
Moving on.
We're moving on. Number 5. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Joker.
Oh, okay. Number 5.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So.
So yeah, this one, it's. I mean, what's more to be said, man? Everyone, everyone's talking about how great this movie is. The acting, of course, from Phoenix definitely deserves the Oscar. Well deserved. His best performance yet, I think. Mm-hmm. He really went into it, dedicated, just like losing weight and just like being so like studying about like mental illness and all that, and the story. Yes, I know it's inspired by Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. You do see some similarities, but for me, it didn't bother me. I didn't think of it as like a ripoff. Like, I looked at it as more like a tribute, like an homage to those movies. So I was, very well entertained. Saw it twice in theaters. I loved it both times. Definitely recommend for anyone. It's very. There's never a dull moment for me. It all builds up in the third act. When he's on in the talk show, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I would give it a 9 out of 10.
A few things. So yeah, it definitely like has a really good job, like building up to it, and there were like really genuine moments of actual cringe. I was like,
which was good.
This is good.
Yeah,
that's what it's supposed to go for.
Yeah,
and especially when he's doing his comedy routine, I was like, oh god,
it was painful.
It was painful, but that's how it's supposed to be. And then the whole thing, like, there are things just, it was all in his head sort of thing, and then, so it does like leave off on a rather ambiguous note, if you want to look at it that way. But I think for the most part, it's supposed to be like this. You know what I mean? But I think of course, Joaquin Phoenix did a really good job as Joker. But I'll get more into it. I'll leave it off on that for now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So number 5 for me is Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
Right in the middle,
nice.
like right around the middle, like So this was another movie I was super anticipating. I think for the most part it paid off, but there are like some key moments I was just like, why did they do it this way? Like, they just like fucked over Hulk so bad. Like, I was so like disappointed in that part.
It didn't bother me. I was like, to me, I just saw it funny. I was like, okay, that's funny, but it didn't bother me. I was like, because I'm not a big Hulk fan, so. I was like, okay, going with this, doing this, like, okay, all right, let's go.
I understand, but for me, I love Hulk. He's one of my top heroes, and then there's Spider-Man and Iron Man.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so like, especially this whole storyline with Hulk, like he got his ass whooped by Thanos in the Infinity War.
Yeah, he should have gone to like his fucking what do you call it?
Redemption,
revenge or. Not revenge,
like
but
payback,
comeback,
comeback to payback,
like a rematch. There you go. That's
a rematch. Like
should have got a rematch.
At least, like, okay, so in my head, how I should have gone was, how like there was that part with Captain Marvel, like holding him down and like he tried to headbutt her and just didn't do anything, but he used the Power Stone to overpower her, right? And then that was like the moment, that could have been a moment where like he could have killed her or something, or damaged her further with more Power Stone, but. That could have been a moment where, like, Hulk comes in, saves them, or saves Captain Marvel, and then, like, he gets super raged, and he gets bigger, he gets stronger, and then his arms comes back because that would like kick up his whole regenerating power.
I don't know. The whole ending battle. I think I like saw Hulk like in one or two scenes.
Yeah.
In the entire sequence.
It wasn't even like
he got shifted like to the side.
He got swept under the rug kind of almost. But but anyway, so like he would have like it would have been so perfect for him to like come back, regenerate, and just give him like a one clean ass punch, and then like just send him like flying, and then him have him flying away and then meet up with Tony and they have their like final moment or whatever. Yeah. So that alone could have been enough for me for like a redemption for Hulk. Yeah. Like at least like him, at least save supposedly the strongest Avenger, right? Yeah. And him being, like him being like just that raw power sort of character, like him coming back as that, he can take that like title back, instead of him being a bitch. Yeah, because that's how it like left off. Like, because with Infinity War, like Hulk didn't want to come out. He's like, no, like you see that when he was in the big Iron Man suit, with Bruce Banner. Yeah, he didn't want to come out, and then in this movie, like he's just Bruce. You know what I mean? Yeah, with Hulk's strength and body or whatever. But I wish Hulk came back, and I wish his I guess his speech pattern come back, like him kind of speaking like a 5-year-old sort of thing, like, from like Ragnarok. Yeah, I wish that come back, and so it would be like a way for him to be like to return,
Yeah.
And then again the whole big punch thing, but no, that didn't happen. He got fucked over really bad from it.
It sounds like you're being way too negative. We're spending way too much talking about Hulk. I know,
but I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Because like people really wanted Hulk to have that big scene. The big.
I get you.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry.
I've seen that. I saw that too. That criticism. But like I said, I'm not a big Hulk fan, so I was like, okay.
That's why. Yeah. But I know as much as I did say that in that sense,
we're talking about worst movies or top 10.
I know, right? But no, I think that's like the biggest thing for me. Like I'm really picky about that part. But I like the whole time heist thing. I think that was
cool. I like the whole time heist. Yeah.
I think that was clever. Like to kind of like tie in all the like the Marvel stuff, the elements, like the whole like Ant-Man element of doing a heist. And, I think it was really clever to like, kind of shrink down, and that's like a way to travel through time or whatever.
Yeah, somehow, quantum realm.
Quantum realm, and it's just I think everything else just played out well to me. But otherwise, there's just some like kind of picky moments. Like I wish this happened and that happened in this role, played out this way or whatever. But otherwise, it's a good ending to this saga.
It was a very satisfying ending. Especially the very last shot. I was like, yes.
Yeah, I know.
Captain America finally got his dance.
Yes. Yeah. I think that was a good ending. Yeah, it was a good idea for that ending. And I understand that like hardcore fans don't like it because like it doesn't play out in the comics like this or anything like that. But whatever. Like
I think the majority of people like this movie. So.
Oh yeah. The rest, the people who who just come out and watch this, like people love it. And stuff.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, overall, still left off on a satisfying note. I just wished it tied up like the certain ends with but that's just me.
Yeah.
So that's why it's on number 5, right in the middle.
I get you,
for my list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway. That was our number 5s, right?
Yep. Okay,
so
number 4.
Number 4.
Oh, Avengers Endgame. That's my number 4. So yeah. So being more positive about this movie, I really enjoyed this movie. I had a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of moments that are like, yeah, come on, let's fucking do this, and just like overall just entertaining. Like yes, it is a 3-hour movie, but to me it did not feel like a 3-hour movie. It felt way shorter. Like I was entertained throughout. I saw the movie 3 times, and 2 times in the theaters and once at home. I bought the Steelbook.
Oh, nice.
Big fan of this movie, and it's phenomenal, dude. This movie was great. It's not perfect. I think I like Infinity War a little bit better.
Yeah, me too.
But I still really enjoy Endgame. Like the Infinity War and Endgame movies. They go hand in hand. To each other. You could be if you want like pure. Entertainment for like 5 or 6 hours. Straight. You can watch them back to back. And the whole time heist, like you said, very, very well put together, in my opinion. The characters of Iron Man, Captain America, all the heroes, Thor. I understood what they did with Thor. I know a lot of people did not like what they did with Thor.
Yeah, I like that.
But it's just funny. It was to me. It felt like a realistic portrayal of someone with PTSD. Because he had the opportunity to kill Thanos, but he didn't. And look what happened because he didn't kill Thanos. It all went to shit. So of course he would be depressed for 5 years. So he would get fat. And they kept him fat. So
they kept him fat.
So it sucks for his image to see Thor like that, but it's understandable. So at least he's still a badass. So at the end, he's still of course he had that moment with Mjolnir. Captain America.
Finally, that was a cool
picking
moment.
it up. Yes, definitely the biggest reaction from the theater. So. That was great. Me being the Captain America team, Captain America was just like yes. Him saying finally assemble. It's just like oh my god. Like I was just like so fucking happy seeing that. I was like yes.
Yeah, everyone coming together. That whole thing was great.
Oh yeah. See, hearing the music, the Avengers theme. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Chills every time I watch that.
Oh yeah.
Every time I watch that. And the way it starts, it's just like everyone's just so sad. It's just like not getting along or just like figuring out what to do. And just once they find Thanos in the planet, they kill him. They're like, all right. Now what?
It's like
it's like from that scene from Finding Nemo. It's like all right, now what? So it's like, shit, they can't do anything, until Ant-Man shows up. So, but yeah, overall the whole ending battle, it's great, just entertaining, just like what a fan was dreaming to be.
Yeah, I think it was like this. The fact that all these films led up to this is like it's really
It's a great
cool.
culmination to 20 plus films, and it shows how much they planned it from the beginning.
Yeah.
And how well everything makes sense. Like, oh yeah, this character, or like, oh yeah, this character, they know each other. It's just you're with this team. You've been with them. Feel like you've been with them since in the beginning.
Yeah, like for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So it was it's a nice. They did a
like
good
you
job.
understand what they're fighting for, and it's just like it gets you emotional. It gets you into it.
Yeah. I think they did a really good job putting all the ley lines between all the other movies and stuff, and then have it all come together, for this moment, for Infinity War and of course, Endgame.
Yeah.
So if you really think of it that way, it's actually really cool.
Yeah.
I don't think any other movie could ever do this. You know what I mean? Like, they're the ones who did it, and they did it really well.
Yeah.
So I think like the next time someone else does, it's like it's. Everyone's always gonna go back to Avengers. It's that kind of series.
I'm even kind of worried that they're gonna do another Avengers.
Yeah.
Like even from the same studio, same Marvel. Like I don't know. I wouldn't want another Avengers. Like I would, but I don't know. They should call it something else. Because to me this felt like a true ending to the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Like I know they have a bunch of more sequels planned and stuff. Like the multi-universe and Eternal, whatever, but I don't know. To me, it's not gonna feel the same. Like I'm not even excited for Black Widow, dude. Like at all. Like I might go see it, but it's not like a must-watch for me. So,
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm definitely gonna wait on reviews to see, what they're rating it. But for now, I'm just like, whatever.
Understandable. Yeah. I think we're definitely kind of marveled out at the moment, at least. But I still would like to go check out Black Widow, but we can definitely wait on the reviews and stuff and see what happens.
Yeah.
If it's really shitty, it's like okay, no. If it goes nowhere, okay, okay, man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so that was your number 4.
Number 4. Yeah.
All right, this is really funny because my number 4 is Joker.
I knew it was gonna be something like that. Yeah.
It was actually in my top 3, but I got knocked down a little bit because this story has been done already. It's not an original story, but for what it is, it's actually really well done.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix did a really good job. Like the whole pacing and the feeling, the mood, the roller coaster sort of nature sort of things. It was well done. Loves the brutality that came out of this film, or the graphic violence that it expressed.
Yeah.
I think they did a good job with the costume, and the actual look of Joker. I like this look of Joker. I mean, and Joaquin Phoenix definitely rocked that whole that look, and I think it'll be in people's minds for a very long time.
Oh yeah,
for reasons for that are they're obvious, and it's a lot of memes came out of this and this whole thing, and there's a reason why it did really well. It's just a really well done film. There's a lot of anticipation going around it. There's a lot of hype, and it definitely paid off. And the fact that a movie like this had nominations, it's really really telling something.
Yeah.
So
got way more nominations than Endgame, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. So that really tells you something. It's a well made film and stuff like that. I did a really good job with it. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Is it gonna be like a standalone film, or are they gonna actually make a universe of its own in this thing?
I wouldn't want that. I would just keep it like that. Personally, I wouldn't want to keep it.
Yeah.
Just don't attach it to Batman or anything. Just keep it, how it is.
Yeah, even though they make references of Batman in some ways, but it's better off as a self-contained story in my opinion, and hopefully it stays that way. But
hopefully,
because
it should.
Because of the nature of these successful movies, they'll probably do something with it. I don't know, but.
Well, it did make $1 billion, so I don't. People were not expecting that, so I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, with that money, they decided to make something else. Maybe I don't know. Take another villain, make it great.
Yeah, I know, right? Make him look all glorious or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get all that spotlight like Joker did. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
It'll be a solid, absolutely like a 9 out of 10. Yeah, solid 9 out of 10. Oh, yeah, and the same for Avengers. It's a 9 out of 10 still. 10, yeah. All right, so we're on to number 3.
Yep. So my number 3 is Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh.
Yeah, I really like this movie. I wouldn't call it like a fun, entertaining movie, but it's just like I was very engaged with the story. Like I was so interested in what was going on. Like because I wasn't familiar at all with Carroll Shelby, his story and all that. Like I knew of him, of course. I know his brand and all, but I didn't know his story. And I thought this story was told very well directed. The racing scenes were great, very well shot. Those were the parts where I think were like, yeah, it's fun. But for the most part, it was like mostly like dialogue heavy. Like there's a lot of explaining going on, and but very well done, very well written. Great acting from Christian Bale and Matt Damon. They great chemistry, like we were talking about before. Even the kid, Ken Burns' kid was great. But yeah, it was interesting story to tell. It's just very well edited. I think it got nominations for sound editing. The sound, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just an awesome movie that I definitely recommend people go out and see.
Yeah, I already said my piece. It's a great movie that features Ford and the clash of Ford versus Ferrari. This is such a historical event for cars. The automobile.
It's definitely a must watch if you're into cars. Too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm not that much into cars, but I do enjoy those aspects of it.
Yeah.
Classic cars.
Yeah, if you especially love Christian Bale and or Matt Damon, this is definitely a film to go check out. That alone, So, but if you're definitely into cars, like this is definitely a high recommendation.
Yes.
Then. So, yeah, it definitely does a good job, like putting the appreciation for the love and enthusiasm for cars.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And of course racing too. Like if you're in that whole aspect of cars, like the whole racing thing, how it became to be, that's a really cool thing to check out.
Yes. Oh yeah.
For Ford versus Ferrari. All right, so
to me, I'll give it 9
out of 10. 9 out of 10. So that was number 3, was it? Okay. So this is the one. This is one that you didn't see. Number 3 for me is Weathering with You. Okay. We just talked about it a little earlier, but I really enjoyed this film because technically this came out like July 2019, but this was here in the States for a little bit, for limited release, for like during January 2020, but it's still a 2019 film. It's like July 2019 in Japan.
Like 1917.
Yeah.
It's a 2019 film, but it came out 2020.
Yeah. Like officially released.
Wide release, yeah.
Yeah, wide release, yeah. But yeah, so but in this case, definitely this is a 2019 film. Like it came out in the middle of 2019 in Japan, so yeah, I can go off of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's such a this is an original story, so it's not based off of anything. So and of course, this is from the same studio and people who did Your Name, and that's another big hit too when it comes to anime movies that are original. It does make references to that too, which is really nice. So I guess in a way you should watch Your Name first, and that's another good film. So I recommend watching that before you watch this one. And this one, it has really nice visuals, really well animated, like the water effects and stuff like that, the rain and all that stuff. And when the sun shines and stuff like that, all of that, like those effects alone is like worth checking out. Especially when you're in the theater, you have the big screen and everything. And the sounds did help too with this movie, and the characters were very enjoyable. It's one of those like very wholesome like stories, so obviously you're not gonna see anything like graphic or brutal or anything like that. Okay. But there are some like dark moments to be had, but it's a different kind of dark moment, especially where we're coming off from like Joker and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
But it has its own like sort of dark stuff, and the ending is pretty interesting because it leaves off on a pretty ambiguous note. So you kind of like think to yourself, is this a good ending, or is this like a kind of a bittersweet ending in a way? So I'll leave it off of that.
Okay.
So yeah, so for me, I really enjoyed it, especially for me who enjoys animated movies or anime in general. This is a really nice one to check out. Oh.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. It's a really nice one to check out. It's definitely like a solid like 9 out of 10 for me. Like very solid. Easy to follow story. There's nothing like deep about it too much. Like there's some mythology behind it, but it's still easy to follow. But for what it was told, I loved it. And combined with the visuals and everything, and the voice acting was great. I watched it in Japanese, by the way, with the English subtitles. Just that, so that definitely helped.
Okay.
But I don't know about English dub. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. But if you either way, it's very enjoyable, and I definitely recommend it. Yeah.
I think with like Japanese anime, like, wouldn't it be better if you see it like originally how it is? Like,
that's true. Yeah,
right?
sub versus dub, that whole thing.
Because as much as I like Dragon Ball Z, I definitely prefer the sub. Like there was a channel called from back when it was airing a while back. It was called the International Channel. They would air a sub version of Dragon Ball Z.
I do remember that.
Yeah. So I would watch. It was uncut too, so they show all the blood and shit. And I was like, oh my god, it's so crazy. Like I didn't realize Dragon Ball Z was so violent and shit.
Yeah.
So to me that was an eye opener, and hearing the original dubs and the voice actors. That was cool. Like hearing how drastically different they sound from the English. So that was cool. So yeah, if I would go out to see an anime film in movies like that movie you're talking about, I would prefer subbed.
Yeah, it definitely you definitely get the authenticity of the emotion and stuff like that. Exactly. It definitely this is very emotionally driven too. For a lot of like moments, so I think that's pretty important. And if you're okay with it, then definitely I recommend watching the original how it is like how it's originally intended. Yeah. So again, it's a 9 out of 10 for me. So all right, cool. So let's go to number 2.
So top 2 now. Okay, so it's a nice segue going into this. My number 2. We're talking about sub movies. So my number 2 is Parasite.
Wow! Yeah. Oh my god!
So, I actually saw this before the Oscars aired because this movie had a lot of hype going to it, and I was really curious. So I went out on my own and saw it, and yeah, it's great, dude. Believe the hype. Believe the hype, dude. Okay. I definitely recommend this to everyone. To go out and watch this movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
You definitely need to go see it. It deserved all the Oscars it got nominated. No, not nominated. Maybe not nominated, but it deserved to win. What it got. It won 4 Oscars, I think, and best director, best picture. I don't know. To me, it deserved to be best picture, but it's not my favorite. Like not my number 1, but it's up there. Okay? Yeah. But it was best director. It won that. Definitely deserved that. And best screenplay, I think. Yeah, that one. So
I see.
Definitely very well written. The story was very weird. Is interesting. But it's unlike anything I've ever seen. So it's crazy how it all unfolds. And to me, I thought I would have a problem. Being sub, having to read and all that, but no, it was fine. Because I would watch anime films as subbed as a kid, so it was fine. But I hadn't done it in a while, so I didn't think how I would feel about it now. But it didn't bother me at all. So go ahead and watch this how it's meant to be subbed. And yeah, it's just it's great. It's crazy, dude. How it all the whole third act is told. And how it ends. So I can't really say much about what it's about without spoiling it. So it's pretty much like it tells a story of this family, this poor family that's trying to work for this rich family, but they're trying to scheme them into working, hiring them, the poor people to work for the rich family so they can get paid more.
Okay.
And there's a lot of symbolism about classism and hierarchy and all that. It's very similar themes to Joker, how people look down upon the lower class.
Yeah.
So very similar themes. But that's all I'm gonna say without spoiling it, because there is major twists in this movie that I cannot talk about, and you have to go see it. For yourself.
All right.
But yes, this movie got it deserved all the love it got. There was never a dull moment for me. Very entertaining all throughout. for me, this is almost a 10 out of 10. To me, it's like it's a 9.5 out of 10.
All right, nice. Dang, dude. Yeah, like especially like this at your number 2 was like holy shit.
I'm surprised too. Yeah.
Dang. All right.
But yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that good. I was like, man, this movie can't be that good. But yeah, I believe it, dude. Yeah, that's why I recommend you to watch Snowpiercer. It's by the same director.
Oh wow.
Bong Joon-ho. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely try to check out Parasite and Snowpiercer.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta watch both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha. So that was your number 2. Yeah. My number 2 again. This is a whole nother scale, like the other end of the spectrum. It's fucking Godzilla. Godzilla. Yeah, it's such a different you have this like Academy Award winner or whatever or Oscar winning film, and he has like fucking monster film.
Hey, yeah, I mean, yeah. Now that you mentioned that would be an honorable mention for me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that was a cool one. Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I had fun with that.
I can definitely see the negatives and stuff like that. Like it could have been way better. Like the monster moments or monster fights could have been better shot. Because they kept going back and forth with the humans and whatever and stuff like that. We just want, a good, solid, shot of the monsters fighting for like a good moment or a good long moment, and then like maybe go back a little bit and then go back and stuff like that. But it was really obnoxious. I didn't understand that, but I love the fan service that they did for as a Godzilla fan, because they did the music, the composer did a really good job like bringing back the classic like Godzilla theme, but like obviously like making it a little more modernized, and they even like brought in some of the classic roars for Godzilla. So it was very nostalgic for me. I even got chills and stuff, and the way they like play the music and stuff when Godzilla enters. Oh man, it was so like
classic music.
Yeah, it was such a like those moments like I get goosebumps, dude. Like every time. Yeah, every time. So I love the fan service and like the love that they attempted to put into the film. And so that alone, because I love Godzilla, and I always watched Godzilla as a kid, and I always love those moments, so they're always like in my head, and it's just really nice to see that translated into a film in 2019, and it was done great, especially with all the modern sounds now. It's like like it just really adds up.
I saw this with my cousin in the City Walk IMAX. It's just like phenomenal, dude. I was like, oh my god, definitely really bumped up the experience for me.
Oh yeah, but yeah, even like the where we watched it, I believe it was Dolby Cinemas. Yeah. So that definitely like helped with the experience too, like with the whole bass and everything, the roar, the sounds, and like the monster fights and everything, and the humans were okay. I know like people are bothered by it, but they're okay.
It didn't bother me. I was like, okay.
There's some dumb things about it.
There's some dumb things, but it didn't. I didn't hate them or anything. I think the whole like monster part was just it overshadows it by so much to me anyway. I definitely like love to see or look forward to Godzilla versus Kong. Really looking forward to it now. The more more I think about it, especially when I talk about King of the Monsters. So for this one, I still give it like a 9.5 out of 10. Even though it's like people have their criticisms for it, but I just love the fan service for it, the love that they give it, especially from the composer and the people who worked on Godzilla, of course, directly. And man, it's just. They definitely did those moments right. It's just like the whole back and forth thing does ruin it, for me too. But I gotta love those moments. Those moments stick to me. They stick to me so much more than the stuff that I talked about. From the lower part of the list. Oh, okay, yeah.
So especially honorable mentions.
Yeah.
So that's Godzilla for me.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that would be my honorable mention too. I would add that last minute. Yeah, to me it's like an 8 out of 10. Yeah, very low 8, solid 8. It was fun. It was cool. I didn't hate the human elements, but there was like some dumb moments about that. But you don't go to these movies to see about humans. You go to see the monsters, the fights, which were very well done, in my opinion. The effects were great. I was very well, very entertained. Kind of sad when certain characters die, humans.
Yeah.
Especially, him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it was great. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great. The casting itself, I guess it was okay. The characters themselves were okay, but yeah, just music, the experience, everything. It was just I personally loved it. So that's why it's number 2 on this list. So, all right.
So we're on number 1 now, right?
But before we're gonna go to number 1,
Uh-huh.
I would like to have us mention our personal worst film of all time.
Yeah. Of all time?
Sorry, of all 2019. Sorry. Sorry.
Damn, I didn't think about that. You have me thinking now. Shit.
Yeah. But of 2019, it is time to unveil our worst movies of 2019. So, starting with you, my friend, what was your personal worst of that year?
Well, I want you to guess what's my worst movie. You already know, dude. You already know.
Is it Rambo?
Yes, it is. Movie was god awful. Oh my god, terrible movie. The only good part, which is like an okay part, was like the last 20 minutes with all the action and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking everyone up. That's the only part that I was like, oh cool, okay. But everything else was just trash. Right out of the bat, I would give that a 4 out of 10. I would not recommend watching that again. 4 for me is being generous. I typically do not, give negative reviews on movies, but if it's a movie that has positive, something positive that I see in it, then I would, be more positive about it. Yeah, like if it was better made and stuff, but it's just like not very well acted. Just boring.
Yeah.
Up until the last 20 minutes. Even that, it's just shitty CGI and shit. It's just ugh. Yeah, it was such a chore to get through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing we had A-list, so.
Yeah, I know, right?
All we did was just waste our time.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, yeah.
It was a good, 2 hours, was it?
No, I don't think it was that long.
Was it an hour and a half?
Probably an hour and a half, an hour 40.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was 2 hours. But it didn't feel like it was 2 hours. It felt actually felt more than 2 hours. So. Yeah. That was, for me, that was painful.
There's even some weird technical issues in the part where he was talking to the guy at the door or something, and then the audio was the ADR was really off or something.
It's just weird, dude. Yeah.
I don't know if it was on our end or is it the movie.
It was a movie. I'm pretty sure it was a movie.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
I'm gonna blame everything on the movie because it's just bad. Yeah.
It was a lot of it was just filler, dude. It was just nothing really special. Oh, of course, takes place in Mexico. A lot of movies took place in Mexico.
Yeah.
The ghetto part, of course, of Mexico. And anyway, I don't know. It's just really, really typical filler. And then unfortunate that this character died or whatever. But but it just didn't really add up well. And I mean, there's some parts sure before the big final finale or whatever of the movie. But I don't know. It just definitely didn't do it for me. There should have been more than just that. I don't know. I don't know how to do it, but maybe reenact some of those scenes from the older films with the new, the modern touch or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I just think they shouldn't have made another movie. I think I think they should have just stuck with the one that came out in 2010 or 2008, whatever.
Just Rambo.
It's just called Rambo. Yeah. That one was actually pretty good. I like that one. That one was super gory and shit too. But I thought it was done better in that movie than in this movie. Which is weird because that movie is way older, so it should it shouldn't be it shouldn't look that good, but it looked way better than this current one.
Yeah.
So this movie really dropped the ball. So
it did. It really
for
did.
me. So that's my worst movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is kind of up there with the worst film. But my personal worst film of 2019, can you guess it?
Hellboy?
Yeah. I kind of told you about it, but
I didn't see that one, so I'm not gonna. And I'm pretty sure that would have been also my worst movie, but I didn't see it because I didn't care for it.
Yeah, I wanted it to be good. I hoped it was. It had David Harbour in it, and then it was kind of the time when he was kind of climbing up because of Stranger Things and stuff like that. So he's a pretty promising actor. So seeing him as Hellboy and in the pictures and stuff like that, it had potential. And I admittedly, I do like the look on Hellboy, as David Harbour portrays him.
Mm-hmm.
But the writing and the way they portrayed him, like they made him look like a bitch and like this whiny little child, I guess. But I think it was a little too much. I took it a little too far with it. I don't know, man. Just like the most of the film, like it made him look bad. Like they just made him look weak, and they didn't do a good job, like building him up or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't buy it, and
that sucks because when I saw the previews, I was kind of interested in it. Like, damn, I want to see Hellboy with David Harbour. But then I was also thinking like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the reviews to come out. And once the reviews came out and they're like shitting on it, I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah.
Especially after you watched it, you told me like, nah. Yeah, I was like, okay, all right, I'm not even gonna waste my time.
It's just unfortunate. I mean, the final part had some good moments. Like there was some really graphic violence, and that was like where that's like the big highlight and stuff. They do some really crazy stuff, and it was like pretty gory. But there was one moment where they just like completely Ian McShane looks so bad with some CGI, and it looked terrible, dude. I was just like, what is this? Like, this is like something you see. No, not even what you see on Netflix. It's like a low budget Netflix sort of like levels of CGI. I'm like, what? Like the fuck
if Netflix existed in the 90s, like if they had their streaming service in the 90s,
in the 90s,
they had their original films in the 90s. They're just like really low budget like CGI shit, right?
Yeah, especially like if you ever like see like, especially coming from someone who watched John Wick, which of course has Ian McShane, and he's cool in that film. Yeah. And then we watched this, like, oh my god,
what did you do to him?
Yeah. What did you do to him, dude? It's very terrible. Like, I would give it a 3 out of 10, dude. The three. I mean, the most of the points come from some parts of the final battle or whatever. That looked cool, but otherwise, and then there was some nice practical effects on a certain character, like I think her name was like Baba Yaga or something. Like that looked really neat especially for like as a practical effect, not CGI. So it's like a lot of good puppet work and stuff. But yeah, man, it's just, if only Del Toro was working on it, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, because I like his Hellboy movies. Yeah, because I rewatched the first one before the new one came out, just to like kind of refresh, like, oh yeah, this is cool and all that, just to like kind of prepare myself, because I was like kind of like wanting to go see the new Hellboy. Yeah. So I rewatched the Del Toro ones, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like the effects still hold up, kind of. They kind of held up for today's standards. But once the reviews came out for the new Hellboy, I was like, no, I'm not even gonna bother. I don't want to ruin it.
I like if you saw me in the theater, you were gonna go laugh out, because I didn't like say it out loud, but like my I was like this, like I was just like no. Like I would have moved up to a face palm, but I was just like this, like in the theater, man. Like you would have gotten a good kick out of it, dude. I was like, why would they do that to Ian McShane? Like you would know what I'm talking about if you happen to catch it, dude. Like,
maybe one day. If it's on Netflix or a streaming service, then
yeah.
If it's free, I'm gonna pay for it. I'll watch it. I'm drunk.
When you're drunk. Yeah. Just very unfortunate, because there's some good things about it, but it just gets completely ruined by like the writing, what they do with Hellboy like throughout the film, and of course what they do to Sir Ian McShane. Terrible, dude. All right. So, anyways, all right. That's it for our worst portion of things. Let's go on to the highest notes of our list, which is our number ones.
Number one. Yep.
All right. So, Danny, what is your number one of 2019?
Okay. So, my personal number one for 2019 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
You know what? That's also my number one.
I was waiting for that. Wait. I thought you really like Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
It's not an honorable mention, so is it number one, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It is also my number one, dude.
Let's talk about it. Then.
Yeah. All right. So, I really had a lot of fun with this film.
Same, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. This is it's crazy. Like especially how it builds up to the third act. Like it's just like it's just fun. It's just like so. Not relaxing, but just so relieving
yeah.
to see, fucking Brad Pitt fucked him up. And just like how it all builds up to it.
It all builds. Yeah.
Like the acting is just top notch. It doesn't feel like Leo DiCaprio is playing an actor, but like it's kind of meta because he's like.
It's kind of himself.
Is he? Yeah. He's like. Yeah, he's like himself because he's frustrated because he's not, just he needs more. Like what was his thing with his character?
Well, because he was getting like washed up or whatever. Like
he needs more like to be more like get more recognition, I guess. Just to do different things, right?
Yeah, just to go to like Italy or something to get that recognition again or something.
Yeah, he's just desperate for that.
Yeah, because like he was in that phase where they're putting him as a villain and they're not gonna like him anymore because he's a villain.
In the German movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, like the cowboy films too. Like they made him as a villain as well, and so that's why they went to Italy and tried to do it again, and he did it. And so I guess he got the recognition again and went back at home, and and then that whole scene happened, dude. That was such a good part, especially with the flamethrower. Oh man, gosh, such a good way to end it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
But but you said though, like throughout the film, like it was really entertaining. Like just those two really stole the show.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt's character, Cliff
Booth. Yeah.
Cliff was just really entertaining in his own right. Really good moments. Like there was some tension building up too. Like there, I thought that whole thing with when he went to that park, like I thought he was gonna get killed or something.
Yeah, the whole scene was tense, but in the end, it's just like it didn't really go up too much.
Yeah, right.
Nothing really happened.
Yeah. But
just knew about the Manson fucking followers.
Yes.
How crazy they are.
And and so but of course with what was DiCaprio's character?
Rick Dalton.
Rick Dalton.
Yeah.
Rick Dalton was fantastic.
Yes.
He was definitely like so funny.
Yeah.
It was such a pleasure to see him on screen.
It's definitely a Tarantino movie. So, he once again, he never does bad movies. Like even his worst movies still
entertaining.
Good.
Yeah.
Like they're not even bad. It's just like they're so good movies. So he's never. Made a bad movie.
Down.
Yeah, he'd never let us down. Never made a bad movie, in my opinion. And this one is he just knocks it out of the park again.
Yeah, as just the whole setting too was really nice. The '60s Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did a really good job.
Aesthetics.
Did a good job like reviving that whole look to it.
Yeah.
Of course, there's that part with Bruce Lee and stuff like that. It's not a perfect film, of course, because it didn't do much with Sharon Tate. But she had her time and stuff like that, and it was,
to me, I looked at it as more like just paying tribute to her. Like,
paying tribute, just
like glorifying her life pretty much, because in the end they change history. She doesn't die. And,
it's an alternate take,
yeah.
It's like a fairy tale. Exactly. So hence the name. So,
but man, was that satisfying when Brad Pitt fucked him up?
Especially with the can of dog food. Oh man.
Yeah.
That was so good. And his dog, even Dalton's Italian wife got a piece of the action too. That was really funny. That was really funny. So it was such a good finale altogether. And throughout the film, I was super entertained.
Yeah,
I have the Blu-ray, dude, and we watched it. I was like, oh man, this is such a great.
It's awesome.
Another great Tarantino film. I always love them, and he just knocked it out of the park with this one. It's our number one for a reason. So
wow. So we finally matched with one in our list.
Yeah, no, it's number one. That's something, right?
Yeah,
that's definitely something. So I believe that's it. Oh yeah. The scores. I give this a 10, dude.
Same. To me, this is a 10 out of 10. This is my 10 out of 10 for 2019.
Yeah.
It's almost perfect. It's like almost perfect, but yeah, to me, it's a 10 out of 10.
It's still a 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. Yeah.
I loved it as I walked out of the theater. I still love it watching on a Blu-ray. Just those two were great.
Yeah.
I think then Brad Pitt won the award for
He won Best Supporting.
supporting
very
actor.
well deserved, yeah.
Yeah, dude, Cliff was just great, dude.
Leo also could have won it, but he had tough competition.
Yeah, oh no, he
Very tough competition.
Yeah. And that's funny too. It kind of like matches the whole like Rick Dalton like being washed up and like kind of
But he got his Oscar, so
yeah. He did. So
recently, Phoenix, I think he had an Oscar, but it's been a while since he won it.
Yeah. But man, so 2019, there's a lot of movies we watched, but it all came down to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, man. Definitely look forward to more of Tarantino, or of course, it's gonna be his last one, I guess. Apparently so. Maybe he'll do more after. Maybe as long as he feels like doing it.
Yeah, maybe he'll produce, movies.
Produce or write. Yeah. So either way, though, would love to see what he has in store. For the future. And that's pretty much our 2019 list top for the top 10 and all the honorable mentions, and we even threw in our worst. There are definitely some bad films we kind of watched, but not too many, right? Like
for me, the only one that I didn't like was Rambo. What would you rate Rambo? Was it like your second worst, or
that was my second worst? I still liked it just because of the finale. Right,
finale was the only good part.
Part, and there's some like entertaining parts here and there, other than the finale. But Hellboy, dude, Hellboy takes the cake because you have like higher expectations, and it's Hellboy too. And then it comes from that pedestal of like really cool practical effects and like a cool world, cool looking characters and stuff, and then you just have this like what the fuck, dude.
That sucks.
But anyways, at least like most of 2019, the movies we watched, we liked them. We were like at least entertained, to say the least. And so we of course, this is March, so I've already seen some, and you've already caught some as well, like Birds of Prey and all that stuff. So the movies are now definitely starting to roll out, and so this month will be like Mulan and stuff, and later on we're gonna like we kind of mentioned, like Black Widow. We'll stick around for that one. Like we'll see what happens with that. But there's I don't know if we're gonna watch Onward, but
I'm gonna see that with my family.
Okay.
Yeah, we already planned it. So.
Yeah. All right.
I'm looking forward to Onward. I'm a sucker for Pixar movies.
Yeah, same.
So I'm excited for that one, and there are other Pixar, Soul. The other one's coming out in the summer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That one I definitely want to check out.
Yeah.
Like, but let me know how Onward is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'll let you know.
Yeah, and then of course later on, like Godzilla versus Kong. Dude. Oh, even though they delayed it, I mean, understandable.
Hopefully, for the best.
So hopefully for the best. And of course, there was a Sonic 2. We kind of saw
Sonic,
that. So, anyways, let's wrap it up. Hopefully 2020 will offer, just as much movies or, good ones. But
I think this year is going to be
a little more slower.
A little more slower compared to last year.
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll see. They might surprise us during Oscar season.
Yeah, sir.
During the fall, winter. So we'll see.
But 2019, man, what a ride.
Yeah.
What a ride it was, and we definitely had a lot of fun with the cinematics.
Yeah.
the cinema, man.
For sure.
And there's always more to come. So, anyways, thank you guys so much. This has been our top 10 2019 movies, and of course, honorable mentions, even our worst, and all that stuff. If you have your own list of the best, the worst, and some honorable mentions you like to throw in there, we definitely welcome those in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps out. Really appreciate it, guys. And we hope to bring you guys more reviews for movies and stuff. Just depending on our time and whether we are willing to do it. It depends on the movie itself, of course, or not. So we'll see. But until then, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time.